Hello everyone, Godlike here for another week in a different setup, and it is that rain in Boston has not stopped in the entire week, so it is what it is. We are entering in the third week of Game Changers, and unfortunately we are 0-2. Just to do a recap, as I always do, the game that we played versus Eterna was a bad game, I'm not gonna lie to everyone. From the preparation and then down to the execution inside of the game. The game started well, we had somewhat meaningful advantages both in the side lanes that should have allowed us to win the game, but unfortunately our worst enemy for the entire year, which is Atakan, just played us again. We lost a fight in Atakan because we were not able to properly execute it, and the game turned bad. The players though were able to do a very good engage on mid that allows us to get Nash, and I think that moment the game should have been over. But we were not able to close the game, and after getting Nashor, we were nervous, we wanted to play too fast, and we just lost the next fight, lost the entire game. What do I think it went wrong this week? Well, I think the blame for this week is on the coaches. There was a lot of uncertainty as to how we're gonna face the enemy team, what are the champions that we want to play, how do we want to play. And even though we ended up with a composition that I think we're comfortable with in all the roles, it is very hard for a player to go into a game after all of these conversations, up until the almost very last moment. Going into this week, this is one of the things that we have worked on the most. Preparation is already done as it should have been. We are still working on progressing on the issues that we had, of course, inside of the game, which at the end of the day, you have to still play the game even if your preparation is good, and there are still things that obviously we need to polish. So all that I can say is that we are in the final week of group stage. It is do or die for us, and there is no room for failure. If we are to win this week versus Solari, we would be able to play tiebreakers. Who would we play in the tiebreaker? It really depends on what happens in the other game in the group. But the reality for us is that Saturday is the day where we can only win or win. So I can assure you that everyone is giving their 1,000,000% this week, and we will die giving our best. Please support the players before the game if you can. Every bit of support helps us, and we will try to recover from the situation that we're in, because we still want the entire tournament, and so far we have not been able to perform as we should. Thank you for all the support, and I hope we can repay you this Saturday.